Salut tout le monde, it's your boy, Lukael. Welcome back to Call of the Sea. This is episode 2. So in the first episode, we started the game. We are Nora Everhart, a woman who has gone on a quest looking for her lost husband who disappeared mysteriously at sea. He was on a trip to find a cure to the unknown affliction, an unknown disease that she has where like these dark spots appear on her skin. And this quest brought us to a mysterious island close to Tahiti where we found some signs that our husband was there along with his expedition, but also some strange and creepy clues and signs that maybe there's something more going on here, something to do with dark creatures, aliens, I don't really know yet. We've been having these weird visions, some massive creature in the distance, and we last stopped near a crashed ship on the beach, the ship of the expedition, which seems to be abandoned. So what the hell is going on? What is this strange Lovecraftian mystery or curse we've been involving ourselves with? I don't know, but let's find out. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. We are. This is chapter 2, and there's the ship. Oh my god, it's got giant claw marks on the side. I just noticed that. Are we still in a vision? Like, could this be the real sky we're seeing? Like, this still feels like a vision. Also, you can see that over there. Is that a rock or is that something looking at me? You see like these two eyes there? I don't know. I do still have access to my journal. November 7. I woke up in the dead of night on a black beach, but I can't remember how I got here. Right, she just walked off the edge. We were in this well that got filled with this dark black liquid, and then we had this vision of us walking towards a cliff with this giant creature on the horizon. And then we fell off the cliff and woke up on this beach. So what happened? I can't remember how I got here. I've just got fuzzy memories like a dream. I lost consciousness inside that well and got covered in black ooze, but I didn't drown. Instead, I had the strangest dream. I mean, it was a dream, wasn't it? Or a vision, maybe? I'm still not sure. I couldn't control my own body. I jumped off a cliff and dived into the sea. You're not gonna mention that giant creature we saw in the distance? Okay.
Ship, torn apart and cast so far up the beach. What on earth could have happened to it?
I don't know, but I see these claw marks there. That doesn't look good. Oh, I thought that was like some kind of automaton, but no, it's just... What is that?
I wonder what else could be seen beyond these shores.
Oh, it's like a spotlight. This is very ominous. You know, the first episode went from very beautiful, like kind of calming, just relaxing, tropical atmosphere, and we jumped right into scary, oppressive, ominous, creepy. Oh, there's a camp here. Would this be their first camp before they went up the mountain? Okay, where do I go? Do I go in the ship or should I go explore this camp? Let's check out the ship first. Gears and machinery.
No power.
The Lady Shannon, right? That's the name of the ship. Something did a number on these.
The ship's hull was ripped open. A few jagged rocks couldn't have caused a gash of this size.
Nope. You would need a giant creature. Can I like grab this?
I'm terrified. I've always been afraid of storms, but something, or someone, seems to be moving there on the reefs. Or is it just my imagination?
Someone? You mean these, right? like all these pair of eyes looking at me. Wait, you've always been terrified of storms? And yet you went alone on this island? She's more courageous than me, that's for sure. I would not be going there. Man, this got scary very quickly. I was having such a nice, relaxing time in the first episode.
This place gives me the creeps.
Yeah, you can say that again. Like a marooned ship on the beach.
The ship's crew, nor their remains.
I guess that's a good sign. Like if you can't see any bodies, then that means they made it out, right? Like a marooned ship is such a creepy environment. You know, there's something very unsettling about that.
Dead as a doornail. This isn't right. Nope, wrong. I'll try again.
Do I just have to do this in the right order? Okay.
Damn it. All green. Now, what exactly did I turn on?
The thing outside? I guess we follow the cables. This thing here. Okay, we're relaying power to the outside. We can check that out later. But first we need to check out this cabin.
This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition. 74 nautical miles east
That
of
voice.
The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. So 5 of us have survived.
Is that
But we're stranded
Harry?
on this island. Please send help.
Also, they did crash, so there was a lot more of them, but only 5 survived the crash.
Call from the Everhart expedition. 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady
No.
Shannon has run aground.
just a recording?
Yeah, no, of course.
Unaccounted for. So 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
Even the crew of the ship that brought Harry's expedition to this island were afraid of it.
Call from the Everhart expedition.
The Lady Shannon ship log for January and June.
Shannon has run aground. Have survived.
We delivered the 6 members of the Everhart expedition to the island without incident.
Help immediately.
We'll come back to pick them up again in 3 weeks, if there's anything left to pick up by then. Left the island after lunch, no incidents. The nearby area seems adequate for whaling. We might get a good catch. Oh, they were trying to whale.
So 5 of us have survived.
I think maybe they caught more than they bargained for.
Please send help.
Maybe they caught some kind of giant creature.
This is the captain's last entry.
It's a distress call from the
You know, it would actually, like, we all expect Cthulhu, right? Or like bootleg Cthulhu. It would actually be a great twist if there's no creature, like there's no supernatural aspect to this game at all. It's all just in her mind, or like they really just got attacked by, I don't know, maybe a giant whale, or like they really just crashed the ship on the island, and like, I don't know, they can go one of 2 ways with it, right? Either there is supernatural stuff going on, or like there isn't, and then you kind of subvert your expectations, but there's a way to do it where it's still satisfying. July, so I guess this is the 3 weeks after. Good weather and clear sailing until a surprise undercurrent shook the ship. I haven't seen the sea that rough in years. First mate swears he saw a huge sea creature near our hull shortly afterwards. Definitely not a whale. Okay, so it's Cthulhu.
This is a distress call from the Everhard.
Got a compass,
74 nautical miles
map,
The
of Tahiti.
ship was whaling not far from
Shannon
here.
has run aground. Its
Tahiti
crew
whales,
unaccounted for. So 5 of us have
Pacific
survived,
Ocean.
but we're stranded. This is a distress
A
call
note.
from the
Frank is
Everhard.
certainly a resourceful man.
74
I've wired up your message to the radio like you asked, Mr. Everhart. It'll keep broadcasting as long as the ship's got fuel. God help us. Okay, that is pretty resourceful. So it's just broadcasting this message on a loop, hoping that someone will hear and come save them.
This is a distress call
But no one did.
Everhard expedition.
But nobody came
4 nautical miles
until I came. But then who sent me this box, right? Who sent me the... I guess that's the big mystery. Is like, who sent this package to my home?
And I was completely covered in that black goo. I wonder what it'll do to me.
Everything on this rotten island has something to do with that damn black ooze, one way or another. The ancient ruins, the ritual well, even Dr. DeWitt's irrational behavior seems to be related to his getting exposed to that awful liquid. And then I guess he just stamped like some of it on the bottom of this page.
But we're stranded on this island. Please send
The black ooze's properties are perplexing.
Black ooze test changes consistency, levitates when exposed to different vibration frequencies. Really? It levitates.
its crew
Oh jeez.
unaccounted for.
This really is some like Dishonored Void shit.
But we're stranded on this island.
Oh.
Please send help immediately.
Maybe the legend is more real than it seems.
On the island of Ponap, there's a city called Nanmadol that's composed entirely of large basalt structures. Legend has it the city was built with floating stones moved by black magic.
Apparently, Harry's expedition waited for a long time to be rescued.
Call from the Everhard
Did they give up hope?
Are these days? They can be weeks, right?
of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground.
What were you looking for in the heart of the island?
I was thinking this expedition had failed, but then I found those stairs that led me to the giant stone organ. It might be another way to get to the very heart of the island. In any case, there's nothing we can do until someone hears our distress call. I mean, you can still go there, but you might never leave. Well, let's turn it off just so I can hear myself think. So,
These knobs must control the vibrations inside this chamber.
so what am I trying to do? Alright, so it said bring them all down. This is for 1 and 3, 1 and 2, 2 and 3. Oh man, okay, this is some Lorelei shit. You need to cancel out your own movement to balance it. I got it. Okay.
I'd better write
Was a
down
bit of
these
fiddling
numbers
around,
in
but-
my journal.
Was a bit of fiddling around, but I figured it out. You just needed to kind of like adjust for the... I wanted to kind of explain my thought process, but it was too vague. I couldn't really explain it. I just had to mess around with it, and then eventually I found it. So now I have these numbers. 262 349 415. Okay, a whole bunch of stuff and some notes. We've got the numbers. That's good. An enormous shipwreck casts its shadow over the black sand on this beach. It looks like lights are shining through the cracks in its hull. A terrible storm is approaching, and out on the reefs, the The lightning seems to reveal some strange figures. Is this a product of my imagination? Yeah, they were very careful to have it just far enough where like you can kind of make out some eyes. Like it does look like this. It almost looked like eyes, but it's too far away to really make out, and there's no zoom function, so I can't actually make sure, but I did notice them. I thought I heard Harry's voice, but it turned out to be a call for help that he left broadcasting from the ship. I wonder if anyone responded. The ship is completely abandoned. What happened to its crew? I mean, I guess they went up and then built the camp that we saw. The members of the expedition used whatever they could find inside the beach ship to build another campsite on this black lava beach. Harry discovered that the black gunk might have different applications. The ooze reacts to different sound frequencies, and some can even make it float in the air. Did the inhabitants of the island know that too? Are you saying there's potentially like maybe a city in the sky above this island? Because that's my first thought, right? When you say floating, like why would you introduce this element unless there's like a floating temple in the sky or something? Okay, let me take just a quick second look to make sure I didn't miss anything. Because there's supposed to be like a secret object in each chapter. Alright, let's turn the broadcast on again, just in case.
This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition. 74 nautical
At every moment I'm expecting to see like some creepy figure, you know?
has run aground. It's cool.
I think they did that shit on purpose, where like a lot of the stuff you see far away has like these two legs that look like eyes, you know? They know what they're doing. I also don't trust these ladders because the ladders lock you in place. It's a great device for the designers to like lock you in place and have something appear behind you during that time, you know, for like some scripted event. I never trust these
Only God knows
ladders.
how long I've been covered in this black liquid. I wonder what it's going to do to me. Although I doubt anything could be worse than my illness.
Yeah, it's not just the black spots on her skin. She said she was also very weak and like had trouble breathing and walking, and like she needed a cane. Alright, so we turned back the power to some machine outside. I guess there's nothing else here. See there again, you see these two dots that looks like eyes. And we turn this back on.
At last, some light. That should make things easier.
Okay, nice. You can still see these in the distance though. You see them, right? But they're unmoving, like I don't see them blink or anything, so I think they're probably just rock formations, but you never know. Alright, so now we have some light. Let's see what we can find in this abandoned camp.
Ropes are frayed, and there are strange marks on the wooden pole.
Ugh. What were they doing here? Is this just an unfinished tent? Like, why did they set up this?
Ropes are frayed, and there are strange marks on the wooden pole.
The rope is cut in a bunch of places. It almost looks like they tried to... Maybe they captured one of these creatures and tried to tie it up to this and then it escaped? Maybe?
Looks like they took items from the stranded ship.
I mean, it's their ship. Okay, they were developing pictures.
Never heard of this Eric Zahn fella.
Radio Symphony Orchestra. Eric Zahn.
A pulp magazine. I love Chandra Hogarth stories.
Tales from Beyond. The House at the End of the World. A tale of mystery, fantasy, intrigue by Chandler R. Hogarth. Is that supposed to be like H.P. Lovecraft? Escape from Arcadia by Trevor C. Hills. Tales from Beyond. Oh, it's gonna be hard to read this in this lighting. The cream of weird stories. You will find plenty of fascinating stories in Tales from Beyond, the unique magazine. All the stories printed in Tales from Beyond will live forever on our readers' imagination. It's unrivaled, excellent stories of the weird, the shocking, and the horrible, gripping tales that stimulate the mind and send shivers up the spine. Takes that take our readers from the ordinary world about us into a fearful realm of shocking stories, so thrillingly told that they seem very real. Tales from Beyond prints the best fiction tales in the world today. The high quality of its stories is evidenced by the comparatively large number of stories from Tales from Beyond that have been reprinted or awarded the honorable mention in annual best fiction anthologies. You are reading the best when you read Tales from Beyond, the unique fiction magazine. You don't have to sell it to me, I've already bought it.
Portable typewriter.
And plants?
Someone here had a green thumb.
Someone even brought some potted plants? Didn't she have like other things to worry about?
Photographic film.
Transparent film cartridge, 12 XP. Huh. Yeah, they were taking pictures. Ward and Blake News Agency. Did they have a reporter with them? Cults and Rituals, an interview with Inspector John Raymond Legrasse by C.D. Ward. Hamlet comes to Boston in June. Strange
Goodness me, what a collection of
incidents.
happy news.
Strange incident in Massachusetts. The Gardner family vanishes from their Arkham farm. Arkham.
Oh my.
Robert Sweedam and his wife found dead at high seas. Okay, so he was investigating multiple weird events related to the sea.
I believe Harry visited this exposition when he was looking for answers for my illness.
Newburyport Tiara exhibition coming to Boston. And Delano Roosevelt expects reception in Southern State. Okay.
So, is this recording? Mm-hmm. Well, shouldn't we be listening to something, Frank?
I have assembled and disassembled it twice. So it should be fixed, Mr. Everhart. I don't know. Maybe it was never meant to play music.
DeWitt, where have you been this whole time?
Oh my god. He's got a knife.
Get off me, you lunatic!
Hold him! Hold him for Christ's sake! Call Dale Heroa, quick!
Huh. So, wait, did they come here after going to the other camp we found in the previous episode? Because, what was the name of the guy? Roy? There was supposed to be 6 of them on this expedition, right? And then Roy tried to blow up the well and he died there. And then DeWitt, that was the guy that got splashed with the black liquid, right? And here, I guess he was like going crazy, started like talking in tongues and like hearing voices and just saying weird shit and like attacked them with a knife. So this would mean that they came here after going to the other camp. But then the recording we heard in the ship said that the ship crashed here and that the 5 were the only survivors, right? Or did I mishear that?
My god. Look at his contorted face. Is this what's going to happen to me?
It took the 4 of us to subdue him. Where did he get that strength? Oh. Right, he's the guy that got splashed with the black liquid, but I got covered in it, so does that mean I'm super strong now? And yeah, they tied him up to that post. That's why the ropes were broken. I guess he was able to escape.
Those footprints definitely do not look human.
Yeah, okay, so some creature came from the ocean to free this guy, and I guess take it with them.
This picture is taken from a distance. What is he doing?
Waiting for his friends from the
Floating
ocean.
rocks?
The doctor seems to be whispering to some rocks. Are they floating? This is not good. None of this is good.
He's repairing my old music box.
But then you can see this guy in the back.
Attack? What attack?
Frank trying to repair Harry's music box just before the attack. Okay, so this is the first picture in the series.
What happened on this ship?
So he was working on the music box. They went in the ship, and then DeWitt came and attacked them with a knife. They tied him up to a thing, and then he escaped. And then they took a picture of him from afar. And he was like talking to rocks, floating rocks. Some fucked up shit happened here, I can tell you that much.
Did he take some amulets from the other campsite? Or did he carve some more? Someone took notes about some important dates.
June 30th, arrival on the island. July 1, we set up camp. July 14, Roy blows up the whale's hatch. Right. Okay, so they got here on the 30th. And then they set up camp the next day. Roy blows up the whale. July 24th, we strike camp and move to the beach. Okay, so they came to the beach. July 14th, last entry in the Lady Shannon's ship's log. Same day. Okay, so first the ship dropped them off, then the ship left, and the ship crashed later while they were at the other camp, which coincided with when he blew up the whale's hatch. What did he free? He must have freed something, right? Y'all messing around with forces you don't understand.
There are only 4 chairs around the campfire.
Yeah, one more of them died. The doctor. Died or was transformed into a creature, like taken away into the sea. So I love how it's called Call of the Sea, but technically this is the ocean, right? It's not a sea. Like a sea is a different thing. It's like a smaller body of water, right? Okay, we've got more light further inside.
The menu is rather limited here.
Well, you know, you eat what you can. Beggars can be chooser.
Hey, this sailor is a dead ringer for my grandpa Isaiah.
Really? Innsmouth fisherman sardines. Sardines sound gross. Oh, this was the secret object. Okay, cool.
Discarded clothing. It hasn't been worn in a long time. A handkerchief with the letters EDW embroidered on it. It's stained with blood and black ooze.
EDW. Something DeWitt.
A white fedora. It's really dirty.
This was DeWitt's tent.
Oh dear. This dog was a certifiable loon.
Yesterday the stones danced with my song. My song... Wait, what? Okay, I was like, how come I can't read this? It's straight up just not English. Yesterday the stones danced with my song. My song, me and live, everything is tuned in this place. There is a treasure in Okay, he was speaking in tongues. And it's not like backwards or anything, it's just nonsense, it seems. Or is this an existing language? Is this like, I don't know, maybe it's an existing language and I just can't read it. Is this the language of the deep, or is this just, like Swedish or something?
These medical tools are hair-raising.
Ugh.
The doctor was certainly well supplied with all kinds of substances.
Convenient.
Looks like Frank wanted to leave, but I don't know if Harry ever read this letter.
Miss Wards? Our lives are in grave danger on this island. Look what happened to Dr. DeWitt. The man is going completely bananas. I really think we should get off of this island as soon as possible. Mr. Everhart was determined to leave until he found that organ thing. Do I have your support to try to convince him? Frank. He was talking to Miss Wards. So Frank is another one of the people, probably the next one to die.
I'm glad you stayed by his side, whoever you are.
Frank, I understand what you are saying, but we can't leave Harry here alone. I know you must be thinking I'm only interested in a scoop, but what would you do if it were your wife that was sick? Would you let her die? I'm staying here to the end. C. Okay, C. Ward. This could be like a reporter.
These two fellows seem to get along pretty well.
Frank and Tihoroa singing while working in the workshop. Okay, so this is Frank, and then this must be Tihoroa. Oh. I hope I don't miss anything. I'm trying to be thorough as usual. Alright, let's get further inside. Oh, look at that. It's the same symbol that's on the giant stone in the middle of the island. And then there's some stairs going up. Weird platform with an eye on it. And then another 10. This must be Harry's. It feels like I can kind of hear whispers, but I think it's just the wind. Must be the wind. This must be Harry's tent. Tide levels measurements, Harry Everhart.
You always did have a good ear, Harry.
I've been studying this structure for the last few days. The tones it emits change consistently with the tides. I mean, that would make sense, right? Even without any supernatural thing, just the level of water would change the way the wind kind of hits the rocks and the sound it makes.
How can someone build something like this out of stone?
Huge stone pipe organ. See? Basalt structure. Waves push air through carved stone tubes. Yeah, this is pretty advanced engineering, but you never know. These Polynesian, maybe they were on some other shit.
Captain Hodgson told me that knowing the lunar cycles is useful for better navigation at night. So Harry probably took this calendar from the Lady Shannon.
So this is the new moon, I guess, and this is the full moon. Okay, the opposite. Do I need to make a note of this? This seems kind of important. Another one of these stones.
A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something.
It's a piece of the void.
These symbols are linked to the piano keys.
Okay. What the hell is that?
Wow, look at the size of these stones.
South Pacific Expeditions. Megalithic basalt stones. What is this hand holding a thing? Like, did they make that? Did they find that? There's a little piano thing. Oh, I have the numbers for this. The numbers that made the stones float in the ship? That son of a bitch, the wit stabbed Frank. Luckily, it was just a flesh wound. It's a good thing they held me back, or I would have plugged that nutcase. Like the rabid dog that... Jesus, what am I saying? Oh. Are you feeling a little angry, a little more aggressive than usual?
I've never seen Harry so angry.
Oh. I mean, he's under a lot of pressure, to be fair. Or is there something to this island and this black ooze that's kind of affecting his personality, maybe? I don't know. This was easy to miss. I hope I'm not... I'm sure I'm going to miss some stuff. It's really hard to avoid, but I'm trying not to. So we can turn this off or just switch.
I hope you didn't borrow this slide projector from the University of Denver, old pal.
I think he might have. Tide levels measurements. Is that me? Whee! Just jump in the... That's not funny. Are you saying this will happen to me? I jump in the ooze and I come out some kind of creature? Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, she has nothing to say about that, but she has something to say about the last one.
Well, that cartoon was unexpected and inexplicable.
Is this how this game is going to end? Is I'm going to turn into some kind of weird creature? I mean, it seems a little too obvious, right? I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so for this, I assume I just need to use the numbers from the thing. Dr. DeWitt's mind was getting worse and he tried to stab... He didn't try, he did stab him. The doctor seemed to be possessed by something that gave him incredible strength. The rest of the expedition had to subdue him to tie him to a pole. After several days of descending further into madness, the doctor disappeared in the dead of night. His restraints were torn apart and there were strange footprints in the sand nearby. The ship is completely abandoned. What happened to its crew? Harry found another unknown structure built by a previous civilization. He keeps searching for answers, even as they wait for help to arrive. The tidal organ emits musical tones when the water pushes air through its tubes. Okay, so they're showing us which days as a full or new moon, specifically in November. Why November? Is this month right? Wait. I should have been taking notes. See, I should have learned my lesson in previous games. I should always be taking notes. When did they get here? They got here in July. July 14 is when they blew up the well and when the ship crashed. And that's when she had her vision in her dreams. She saw a strange island. And then right now it's November. Right? Yeah, okay. So that's why they're showing us the calendar for November, because I need this information for right now, not for when they were here. Oh, it's hertz. Okay, 262 hertz, 349 hertz, 415 hertz. You know what? It's time to whip out the old notebook again. So am I trying to recreate the numbers?
What kind of doodad is this?
Okay, 262. This is the first number. 349. So this is 262, 349, and then 415 is this. Okay.
It's well tuned. I expected no less from you, old pal.
Okay, this is creeping me out. I'm going to switch it back to just me. But where's like the actual organ? Is it up the stairs? I guess I need to figure this out first, right? Okay, so should I just link the symbols with the numbers then? Or would that be like easier? Okay, so each of these symbols I can link to a number, and then there's a new moon on the 7th and a full moon on the 21st. And right now it's the 7th. So tonight is a new moon. And how does that matter? I don't know. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this information yet.
A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something.
Well, let's see what else we're working with. Let's see if we can get up those stairs. We need to find this organ, and then maybe from there we can do something. Not liking these whispers. Another one of these weird platforms.
Sometimes I still doubt whether this isn't just some ghastly dream.
Oh, if this is a dream, just wake up, man. Like, just pinch yourself and wake up, because it's a pretty elaborate dream you're having. Seems a little too involved to be a dream. It seems like you can go over there, but...
It's curious, but it's the first time since I got sick that I feel useful. Harry is depending on me, and not the other way around.
I mean, is he depending on you? Is he even still alive? Like, who sent you this package? We don't know. And here is just a closed door. Ancient civilization, the organ, and then...
What odd structure. It doesn't look like a building, though.
It's the organ. So where is the organ? Where can I play it? Where is the actual organ? Back of the ship. Ugh. It spawned in kind of late. Okay, there's more back here. Why did you guys build your tents like so far away from each other? Seems kind of risky.
This must be the highest part of the island. And that diamond shape again. How striking.
There has to be something floating on top of the island.
You made it work, Harry. Now it's my turn.
Good morning, crew. Sorry for the réveil this morning. I didn't expect to wake all of you up with the noise from that awful organ. The good news is that the organ revealed the entrance to a temple. The bad news is that the temple is on the mountaintop. So I hope you're in the mood for a good hike. All joking aside, if the temple has the answer that I'm looking for, we can finally leave this damn island and go home. Thank you all for sticking with me. Harry. Okay, so you're saying the organ can lead us to the temple. If you play a specific melody, I guess?
So this is the reason the ship was scavenged.
Frank, if we want to enter the temple on the mountaintop, we'll have to reproduce the effects of the organ somehow. I know we weren't planning on this, but we'll have to build a machine with whatever we can lay our hands on from the Lady Shannon. Do you think we can do that?
What kind of machine were you building?
Piece of the mast, tubes, metal, screws. Something to make notes, right? Like some kind of metal organ. Also known as an actual organ.
Harry isn't usually very chummy, but he really seems to like Frank.
Frank, great idea. We'll move the materials we need to the summit so we can set up camp there. Just another thing, please stop calling me Mr. Everhart. Call me Harry, as all my friends do. Good for y'all. Getting along. So, I guess we just don't have access to this organ they've been studying. And why does the sky look like that? Okay, no creepy creature here that I can see. Oh, that's weird. Ugh. Ugh, it's so dark here. It's so dark here.
A burned photo. I can't make out what's in it.
Isn't that the knife? Isn't that the knife I was sent? I don't like this. It's too dark over here. Bring me back to the light. Creepy little corner where someone burned a picture. This is all very creepy. Also, I love it, but you know.
When I get back home, I'm going to read up on engineering. I've been interested in knowing how things work since I was a child, but I always thought technology wasn't for me. What nonsense.
Yeah, what nonsense. You can do anything you put your mind to, Nora. What's with this weird, like, effect on these rocks? Oh, this is the organ here. Right? Ugh. I apologize if it's very dark on YouTube. It's very dark for me too.
That huge stone door looks like an exit. How does it open?
We need to play the organ with that
This
same
ornate
symbol again.
structure certainly isn't natural, but not man-made either.
Well, what does that leave then? Aliens? Creatures?
This feels ominous.
Sure does. That's not water. Someone actually slept here? Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Must be instructions to operate this bizarre structure.
Open, closed. Turning the organ by opening and closing the right tubes. And the storm is not letting up. It's actually getting worse, it seems. Okay, if this is open and the other one is closed, do I just need to have like the 3? Because each symbol represents a number. And do I just need the 3 numbers that we've seen to be open? But then what does the new moon have to do with that? Hang on, so... if it's at the top, it's open. If it's at the bottom, it's closed. Okay, in which case... and then I guess this activates the whole thing. Oh no, I need to show if it's a new moon or a full moon. Well, it's a new moon today, right? So it's closed. So this symbol, that's 277. So we want this one closed. That's 349. We want this one open, which it is right now. No, this must be what turns it on. Okay. This is 466. We want it closed. This is 311. We want it closed. 392. We also want closed.
Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide.
Wait, the tide? This structure is magnificent, but I have no idea how it was built. The sounds are mesmerizing, like something from another world. Harry managed to activate the organ, which revealed something at the top of the mountain. Another temple, maybe? And he intended to build some sort of machine up there. But if he was able to activate it, shouldn't it still be active? What does the sea level have to do with anything? So right now it's at that?
Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide.
Okay. I'm not sure how that goes into anything. Also, like, yeah, I found this book about the symbols relative to the tide level, but I didn't make a note of it, so... But then I'm missing a bunch of symbols. Where are all the other symbols? 349 open. I'm missing one symbol. I'm missing the first one, 262. Is it down there? No, that's the photo. Where's the first symbol, 262? Oh, it might just be like that main thing. Right? This? Yeah, I'm missing... So I've opened the 2 I want, but I'm missing 262, which is this one. But like, where is this? Where is the thing to open it? Oh, here? Yeah, open it. Is that it? Did I do it? Nope. What am I missing? I need to take another look at that book that had like the tide affecting what the symbols were, because I think I'm missing something, but it's weird that she didn't note it down.
I'm quite scared of storms. When I was a child, I used to cover myself with the sheets to not listen to the noise of thunder. I honestly doubt I'd like to cover myself with anything in here. Time to overcome my fears, I guess.
You know, I actually used to do the same. I was also really scared of storms when I was a kid. Not so much of the storm themselves. I was really scared they were going to turn into tornadoes. I was really scared of tornadoes because of the Twister. So whenever there was a storm outside, I would like go in the basement and like just hide in my bed. This game has great sound design. Like you can hear the hull of the ship kind of like creaking, I guess would be the word.
I think this is the right one.
Oh, I see. So, okay, I see. The symbols change. So right now it's a low tide, right? It's like this. So the symbols change. Okay, so that's why it didn't work. I didn't have the right symbols. Okay, so now I know the 3 symbols I need to have open, and then all the other ones need to be closed. But it's a different symbol. Alright, so this symbol, this one can stay open. This one needs to be open. You must be closed. 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 Open. So now 3 of them are open. This one, and this one. Everything else is closed. So in theory, this should work. Aha!
Holy Mike! What kind of magic is this?
Whoa! Ugh. Play an ancient instrument achievement. Okay. Ugh. As long as nothing big shows up on the horizon, I'm good. Really should have brought a flashlight. Or a torch. You know? Yeah, bunch of elevators. Oh.
My dear old pal, I think I'm getting closer to understanding what is happening to you, but it is taking a toll on my sanity. As fascinating as this island and its ancient and unfathomable wonders may seem, it's also a place plagued with misfortune and calamities. We lost Roy at the campsite. We almost lost our engineer on this beach. The doctor went mad and stabbed him with a strange knife. And all because of this island, Nora. Initially, we were optimistic and in high spirits, but
Yeah,
now
people
we've
are
all become
disappearing
resentful
left and right.
discouraged. Even I can feel how I am constantly assaulted by dark thoughts. Anyway, if what I am going through here helps me find you a cure, it'll have been worth it. I hope to find an answer in the temple on that mountain peak. Love you always, Harry.
My poor Harry. He is worried, exhausted, disheartened. I will find you, my love.
I know because you love her, like for you, finding a cure would make this all worth it, but people are losing their lives here, man. Like, how many people are you willing to have die for the sake of, like, the life of your wife, you know?
Let's see what the next one does.
Okay. And then the central one?
That's it. That's where Harry must have gone.
I guess so. What the hell is that? Like, what is this green, shiny water?
I'm not sure why, but I don't feel this island is dangerous.
Really?
Maybe it's because I haven't spent as much time here as Harry did.
It sure feels dangerous to me, but I feel like it's because you have a personal connection to all this weird creature stuff. Like maybe you're one of them. Maybe that's the twist. Maybe she's a creature that took human form and like has been living alongside humans this whole time. But now she's like reverting back to creature. You know? Maybe that's why she feels at home here. Like she's forgotten who she is. Well, nice of him to... So he got stabbed with the knife that we were sent, right? It's the knife that we were sent in the package. I found another of the letters Harry wrote on the island. I know he's gone through a lot and it seems to be affecting him deeply. I wonder why I'm not experimenting any of the sensations Harry did. I don't know how to explain it, but my sensation isn't that this island is dangerous. Puzzling, yes. Perplexing, definitely. Maybe even unearthly, but not dangerous. I carefully studied the notes the expedition left behind and I managed to make it work. The organ played a haunting tune and some pillars of basalt rose up from beneath the sea. What a spectacular sight. What did they use this for? The final notes of the organ moved a gigantic stone structure before my eyes, showing me a mountain peak where the temple was. That must be where Harry was headed. Yeah, who sent me this knife that he used to stab one of them? Oh, I think we're headed to the next chapter. That was chapter 3. Okay, so you're saying this was not man-made, and it's not natural, obviously, which leaves...
Whew, that was quite a hike.
Chapter 4, quite a show. I see like smoke over there. Well, at least the storm seems kind of over, like it's daytime again. We've moved on from the creepy part and we're back to a kind of hopeful part. What shall we find in this temple?
I'm at the top of the mountain. I can see that giant diamond-shaped thing really close from here.
Yeah. And this mist, though, I can't see anything. Like, you can't see the ocean. Can't see anything. Did you guys build all this? Like, there was only 4 of them at this point, right?
Took me a while to get here, but the views are worth it.
It does look pretty nice. How the hell did you build all this? With just the 4
These
of
drops
you?
of rain are so refreshing. It feels really good.
She must be drenched at this point.
Are these figures singing like a choir?
I'm not sure what makes you think they're singing and not just standing there looking at this.
Heavens, looks like a rock slide crushed all the tents. All but one. A torn picture. Maybe the Polynesian guide didn't like people taking pictures of his scar.
Now, why would that be?
The only tent that came out of the rock slide in one piece is the one filled with amulets.
Right, they were supposed to be a lucky charm, right?
Oh dear. Oh, I'm sorry, but art has never been your thing, old pal.
How charming. Oh, I should take that with me. Well, Harry survived this thing falling then. So they had like slaves. They're holding someone in chains. But they're not like humans. It seems like they're sea creatures. Like Sahagins or something. Mr. Franklin Drayton Jr., Mount Bayou, Mississippi. Dear Mr. Drayton, we acknowledge receipt of your letter of July 30th enclosing your application for admission to our School of Engineering. I'm sorry to inform you that we are not authorized to consider a colored person for admission. I regret that we cannot help you in this regard. Oh, jeez. Yours truly, John R. Bedford, University of... They don't want to say what university it is.
They didn't accept Frank in the university. They should be ashamed.
How progressive of you, Nora. She's like, I may be from the 30s, but I'm not racist.
I'm not sure if Harry ever got to read this note.
Harry, you are a good man. I know you love your wife. Do yourself a favor and return home to her. Here you won't find anything but death. Leave now. Cass will try to convince you to do otherwise. She's only interested in getting a good story. Don't listen to her. I have no strength left. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Ugh. Is that the doctor? Did he die? I guess he died from his injury, maybe? Sorry, but we do not accept people of color in our shitty university. So this must be the Great Temple, and of course the door is closed. We'll need to find a way to get in there. Maybe I need to rearrange these stories in order and be like, this is the first one, this is the second one, maybe. What kind of machine is this?
No power. So I guess you used the notes from the organ and they weren't the right ones.
I'm so stupid, such an arrogant idiot. That rock slide could have killed everybody, and all thanks to my stubbornness. He blames himself.
All right. Can you turn it on, Cass?
Cass is the woman.
We should not do this. Not now. Haven't we had enough warning, Mr. Everhart? What else do we need? Another death? Listen to me. Frank lost his life setting this whole thing up. So we're not going to discuss it anymore. We're going to activate it, period. Is that clear enough for you? Hey, you. Hey, Ma! Fine. Same to you. Please, Cass, activate it.
And then it didn't work? No, it did work.
It's working.
Well, I can hear the good notes then.
It's working!
Is there something wrong, Harry?
The ground is shaking. No, no!
No,
That was the rock slide, okay.
You damn fool! You're going to kill us all! Turn it off! Turn it off!
It sounds like everyone kind of wanted to leave. The letter said that Cass will try to convince you to stay, but she only wants a good story. But I guess the other guy, the Polynesian, did not want to be here. But at some point, it's like you've lost a lot of people. You know, people are giving their lives for this quest you're on. It's like, if we stop now, then their deaths meant nothing. But if we keep going, we might all die. So it's like, sunk cost fallacy, you know?
Homemade loudspeakers. Probably to amplify the sound.
Oh, but... So you built a machine to replicate the sounds to open this door, but like if this door is opened with sound, wouldn't the mechanism already be here to open it? Why would you need to build a new one? Can't you use what the island already provides? These all seem like the same symbol, though. I'm not noticing a difference.
Homemade loudspeaker. There are some sort of sound devices built around this amphitheater.
I mean, this one is more faded away. But other than that, someone else did die. Oh, it's Frank. Okay, yeah.
Oh no! Frank died.
Yep.
So Frank fought in the Great War.
Right, yeah, they called it the Great War at the time. Franklin Drayton, Private, 369th Infantry. He had a daughter? Oh, no.
Frank had a daughter named Evangeline. What a darling.
Oh, well, that sucks. You shouldn't have come here, Frank. You had a daughter at home.
I'm so sorry. He was such a talented man. And he seemed to be a good friend of Harry's.
So, did he die because of the stabbing, or did he die in the landslide? The rock slide,
I'm really
I mean.
sorry about Frank. Harry doesn't have many friends. When you finally do get to know him, he's so witty, so funny. A loving person. But it takes a lot for him to open up. Looks like a sneaky snapshot. She doesn't look at all happy.
She's got an interesting little necklace on. They're not showing that for no reason. This might be relevant. Maybe she knows more about what's going on that she lets on.
They built all this just with pieces from the beached ship. Frank sure must be a real whiz.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like, how did you haul all this equipment up here with all just the four of you? One of whom was injured? That's, huh. That's something. Oh god, it's so dark in here.
Dead as a doornail.
I'll have to use the ship's turbine and juggle with the things I got from the ship to make this work. Let's see if I manage to power the whole set just with the search... with the same materials that I have.
Harry's convinced the answer to my illness lies inside that temple.
Temple, Black Ooze and Nora's illness. Got to open that door.
Lukael? So this is like Atlantis, but in the Pacific Ocean, right?
According to the legend that said the continent Mu sank into the Pacific thousands of years ago, its massive stone structures, generally irregular in shape, contrasted with the unique use of diamond shapes. This is reminiscent of other rhomboid symbols such as the lozenge or the Hindu Lakshmi star. However, experts believe that in the specific case of the Nazca structures, instead of representing fertility and prosperity, the rhombus was a sign of transformation and evolution. This being a lozenge and this being a rhombus. I see.
They built loudspeakers on top of this tower to reproduce the effect of the organ. Very clever, old pal.
Reproducing the effect of the organ, loudspeakers, and generator. Like, they could never build this with what little they had.
His low spirits are obvious in this photo. What was wrong with Frank? He looks so thin.
It's because he got stabbed, right? He got stabbed with this weird knife. That must be why. Like, he got infected or something and died. So there were only 4 of them left. Roy was dead. DeWitt went crazy and went into the sea. Frank got stabbed and died. So there were only the woman, Cass, and then the Polynesian guy, and then Harry. And she has Moby Dick. Interesting. They're falling like flies one by one. And then there were none. We'll see if anyone survived. I feel like they're all going to be dead except
Built
for
a
Harry.
turbine to generate electricity under the falling water, but the stream isn't close enough to the wheel.
The wheel? Maybe if we could move it.
blood-soaked rags.
Ugh. That doesn't look good. A Bible.
A Bible. It must have belonged to Frank. He thought it was a flesh wound, but it kept getting worse.
Because of the knife. I've tried to do something with this wound from the wit's attack. No matter what I do, it still looks infected. I feel worse every day. Sorry, Frank. No power.
These levers connect those gears to direct the wheel's energy into the turbine.
Okay. Let's try getting up there. Nice view. Man, like a structure like that could never be built by humans. And it's obviously not natural, so like it would be surprising if a lot of people didn't come to this island to investigate it and like research it.
No power.
No power. So I guess we need the turbine to work first, but it's not close enough to the stream and I can't really change that. Okay, let's take a look at this. So it's the same symbol 4 times. It's the same symbol, it's just it gets darker. As the sun rose, a light rain started. I'm almost at the top of the mountain, where the giant stone structure that the organ revealed is. The expedition built a strange metallic structure at the summit. In front of what seems to be an ancient stone temple, the members of the expedition used materials from the beach ship to build the structure. Harry intended to open the stone door with all those contraptions, but how? Frank the engineer seems pretty thin and weak in the pictures. He looks like he's very sick. Frank's health seems to have been getting worse and he finally died. It is so sad, such a good man. There's a sort of amphitheater where Harry and his crew built a complex sound system. Maybe crowds used to gather in this place to sing certain music to open the door. When Harry turned the sound system on, he probably did something wrong and that caused a rock slide. The rock slide crushed all the tents in the camp except the one that was protected with amulets. The structure Harry's crew built is powered by a hydroelectric generator, but the waterfall isn't powerful enough to move the wheel. How can I make it more powerful, though? Okay, I can see the symbols up there. If I could move this rock, then maybe like more water would fall, but to move the rock, I would need to turn on the organ, and I can't turn on the organ without the power, so... What am I supposed to do? I mean, it's showing symbols up there. I would need a big stream in order to use this generator to power the rest of the machines, but how can I do that? This is the same symbol that's up there.
Wow, this door looks thicker than any I've ever seen. 1212, testing. Nope, doesn't work.
Oh, bottom? Do I just need to hit these?
I like singing so much. Harry and I often sang together. When my condition got worse, Harry thought it wasn't a good idea to make unnecessary efforts. And we stopped singing. I know it was just for my own good, but my illness caused our whole lives to revolve around it.
Yeah, it's not easy. When you've got a condition, can be anything, right? Could be any number of illness or like disability, or it kind of takes over your whole life, unfortunately. But if you really love someone, then you're willing to kind of take that weight on your shoulder and go through it together. And then this is the right one. Is that gonna do anything? That's the top one.
Did these stone columns just...
Oh, there we go. Now I can use this.
Amazing. The hatches are opening.
Nice. Now I can use the turbine. Yeah.
Now the wheel is moving.
So... How do I turn these on? It's like not letting me... Do I need to get behind it? Oh, okay. Huh? Okay. I guess it needs to be at the bottom. Okay, this seems kind of pointless. Like there's not really any puzzle to it, but sure.
Huh, that was easy.
So this should generate power. No? Oh, okay, there's more to it.
These buttons seem to adjust the amount of energy that goes through the turbine.
Oh, I see. I hate these kinds of puzzles. There we go.
That should give the turbine some energy.
Kind of lucked out there, but let's just pretend I'm really smart and did that totally on purpose.
Great, I did it. Now everything should be powered.
Alright, good. Now we need to go and turn this on up there. And we finally get some light here. Is there anything that I'd missed? Not really. Turn this on. Yeah, they could have never brought all this stuff up here with just the 3 of them, 4 of them. But let's just pretend. Let's just suspend our disbelief.
Oh, what? Did I do something wrong? Come on, work. Come on.
Whoa, watch out. Another vision.
Now what? What's happening this time? Where am I?
Oh, what the hell?
I can feel the fever rising. Oh God, no. My illness. Is it coming back?
Okay, I think you're for sure having some weird visions. I don't think this is real.
An ocean. An ocean that dried up.
Oh, is that what's happening? Is this a vision of the future of Earth? When the oceans have dried up? Is this what these creatures want? Are we seeing a vision of another planet? Oh, the whispers, the whispers. You're seeing like visions of the apocalypse on Earth. This has to all just... Okay, it has to be... All this supernatural stuff has to be like a metaphor for her illness, right? But no, because her illness is caused by the black ooze, and so she's connected to it. I don't know.
No. I would rather die than use that damned thing again.
Okay, maybe not that much. Come on. I'd rather walk with a cane than die. It's a desert. Dude, the concept of a dried ocean is so cool. I mean, it's horrifying, but it's really cool also.
The air's so dry. I need to find water.
Call of the sea? What if there's no sea? What if there's no water anywhere? Oh, she's dying.
My bed. Another memory of my illness.
Like, what are these skulls of?
I'd better find some shade before I dry right up.
Yeah. Ugh. Like, what kind of creatures would have skulls and skeletons like these? Nothing that lives on Earth, that's for sure.
The horseshoe-shaped pillar. And that diamond shape again.
Yeah. Is that a pyramid? Oh, it's aliens.
I can't take much more of this. I feel woozy.
Oh no, it's not a pyramid, it's my house.
Is that a house?
Oh, this is a very personal hell you're in.
That's not a house.
Yeah.
That's our house in Englewood.
Oh, but now we're underwater again. What is this? The river of Styx? Am I in the underworld? Where's Hades? Hades! Are you here? Is
Am I
Hercules?
dreaming? Or am I just losing my mind?
I think you're dreaming? Okay, now we're underwater again. What the hell? This is all very cool imagery, though.
That's our mailbox, too.
Sure is.
Harry? Are you home?
506. Whoa.
A picnic with Harry's brother and sisters. I started wearing gloves shortly after that day.
Aw. Because your illness got better, or because like they made you feel ashamed? Did they make fun of you because of your like black spots? I hope it's nothing like that.
I miss you so much, old pal.
Old pal. Nora and Harry. I feel like this whole adventure is going to be some kind of metaphor for illness or something like that. But I don't know, maybe it's literal.
I am definitely losing my mind.
Yeah, probably.
I don't understand what is happening, Harry. Are you...
It's the call of the sea.
Harry gave me this necklace after one of his scavenger hunts.
How nice. What a lovely life you had together.
It's a photo of my mother and me.
Aw.
She had just gotten worse from her illness.
Right, she had the same illness, right? Nora started having it when her mother died, right? If I remember correctly.
The happiest day of my life. And one of the few pictures of Harry without his glasses.
I was gonna say, almost doesn't look like him.
The Everhart twosome. What a duo.
How wholesome.
Checkmate in 3 moves.
Oh, you're very good to notice that so fast. Newspapers. That weird hand again.
My mother's music box. Yet again.
Oh, that's the secret object. Greetings from Yentley.
Cousin Robert? But I don't have any cousins.
Wish you were here, cousin Robert. Yentley? Is that another planet? Is that a hidden city underwater? I feel like maybe she is a creature and like... I don't know, I have all kinds of theories. Maybe she is like a sea creature and like they want her to come back. And like they have a city underwater. And she's seeing the world all dried up because if she stays on the surface, she will die. Like she needs to return to the sea. Something like that. In Yantley. And then that damn music box. Ooh, that my mother gave me. And it has a mermaid inside.
What a sweet melody.
I hate music boxes. I don't like the sound they make. It's so creepy. You crossed the dried ocean and made it to your house. I'm gonna wake up at the bottom of the tower. Yeah.
What was that? Another vivid dream?
Am I still in
And
chapter
my music box again,
4?
but it wasn't broken anymore. And what a catchy tune.
Okay, so the music box I do have is broken. So I never actually heard the melody. I guess maybe I heard it from my mother. Okay, so I was restoring the power. Is the power on now? I guess so.
I've lived more in these last 2 days than in the previous 6 years. With my illness, I'd forgotten about the kind of person I am. I might not be daring, but I am determined. Love gave me strength, but it also gave me something to lose.
Oh, these like things are pulsing. So we can turn the power on. Oh, I'm going to sing the melody. The melody that opens this temple is the melody from the music box from my mother. Now, why would she have that? It's because she comes from the ocean. She's one of the sea creatures. That's my theory.
I haven't sung since I got sick.
And it's going
But
to open the door.
Let's give it a shot.
It's working. But then how are you supposed to open this door if someone doesn't bring all this equipment up here? Like, that's weird.
That was quite a show. Now that it's filled with water, it looks like a baptismal pool.
Huh. Interesting. And that's the end of chapter 4.
This feels like hallowed ground.
Some weird purple light. Okay, I'm definitely like a sea creature that got turned into a human. Maybe they evolved into humans so that they could like keep living. I don't know. You get baptized by the sacred water, you get turned into a human. Because these are fish people for sure. And then this is just a human.
Are they bathing him? in black ooze.
Oh, I got all these symbols down there. Wait, am I supposed to climb up there? Or to go around?
His hands are changing, like in my dream.
So is it the opposite? Is it you're a sea creature and then you get turned into a human? Or like you change humans into sea creatures? Okay, I think maybe I'm supposed to go climb at that thing there first. Oh, I can't even reach it.
A hole in the wall, probably caused by the rock slide. That must be the spot where they entered the temple.
Oh, so they were never able to open the door. Only I was able to open it. They came in through there instead, huh? Okay. So you got these sea creatures. Human get bait in the black ooze. You get the webbed hands. Start turning into a sea
Look at
creature
those
yourself.
spots. They look like mine.
Oh, I'm in the process. I'm in the process of transforming. I'm being called by the sea.
Now he's some sort of man-fish?
Yeah, baby, that's your future.
Fish of every size and shape.
Oh.
This looks like the same kind of elevator that was in the campsite.
Upper floor tunnel. Another elevator mechanism.
These patterns look too familiar.
Common patterns in fishes. I mean, my spots don't really look like that, do they?
She sounds worried for him, I think.
Harry's been up there for 3 days now, and he won't answer me. What did he find? If I could go up. All these symbols. Let's go up
Where
and
is this
see
taking me?
our boy. Harry.
Looks like I'm inside the giant fish head that I saw from below.
Indeed. No, nothing to say? The elevator took me to the second level. I'm amazed about this technology. The civilization used the black ooze for everything. The upper room is an impressive hollow in the fish head, decorated with murals with intricate figures. It seems that Harry discovered that those symbols were words and he spent a long time trying to find their meaning. I finally opened the water hatch and now the waterfalls carry a lot of water, enough to move the turbine's wheel, but it seems the generator needs a bit of tune-up. I managed to turn the power on, but the electric current knocked me out cold. Then I had the strangest vision, a desert filled with the skeletons of odd sea creatures, and our house in Englewood was floating there. I found my music box inside, but now it was playing music. I can't get the tune out of my head. That vision was so vivid, more than a dream somehow, and that song, I feel it's connected to the island somehow. When I got in front of the mic, the song from the music box came into my head, and then into my voice. With a thunderous sound, the temple rebuilt itself right in front of my eyes, and the door opened. It was weird, but I knew that was the right song. The temple door leads to a spiral hallway with murals on the wall. Harry used an ancient elevator to climb to the top of the temple, but he didn't come back down for days. What did he find up there? Lights on.
I've seen this symbol in the murals several times. I guess it can be applied to both water and black ooze.
Liquid? Water? Fluid? Huh. Snake? Butterfly? Frog? People? Everyone under the same light? Is this supposed to be the sun? water animal.
Harry marked this symbol for a reason. I'd better write it down. A complex pattern. It's amazing how words and symbols can keep their meaning after thousands of years.
Okay, we're getting into like chance of sonar territory where like these symbols represent things and you have to remember them. You want to go back to space? What is that? Is that a planet? Is that the moon? Are you summoning like a planet to come back to the Earth? What does it all mean? Oh, there's a bloody handprint there.
Someone punched the wall so hard that they bled. Was it you, Harry?
You would have to punch the wall really hard, but also leave your hand there so that the blood has time to like fall down.
Well, this one was easy, I think.
Transformation, evolution. Something about the black ooze like must cause things to evolve. You know, like I was saying, it's some Prometheus shit. Another letter. Talk to me, darling.
My dear old pal, Nora. I wish I could write something else, but a long time ago I promised you I would never lie to you. So here goes. There is no cure for your illness. What you carry in your blood is changing you, and it will keep changing you until it's done, whatever that means. There is nothing we can do to stop it. My dear old pal, my partner, the love of my life, I am so sorry. I've made so many mistakes. All those deaths because of me. Frank, DeWitt, Roy, all for nothing. Maybe Teodoro is right. Maybe we can return to the beach and build a raft to get back to Papiete. Maybe in less than a month, I could be back.
Well, we just got
There's no cure?
interrupted midway through the letter.
But he didn't finish the letter. What did you do, Harry? Where are you? I know for sure that you didn't go back home, so what? What do I do now? Are you still on the island? I have to find you.
The sea creatures found him, like, messing around with their stuff, and they took him away, deeper in the temple. So, it's not a disease I have. I guess it's changing me, but, like, wouldn't I be showing signs of turning into a fish already? Like, what is the process?
God's blood. Does this mean that... Is this related to me somehow, to my disease?
God's blood? We're getting into some good shit. Those who have God's blood are destined, inevitable transformation into a water animal to eternal life, live forever. Okay, yeah, so the black ooze is God's blood, and then it is going to transform me into a sea creature.
So that's how you mark the symbol's orientation.
Rotating the north in the wheel causes the symbol to change quadrant. Huh? What do you mean?
I'm
Eternal
starting to
plus
understand
life.
this language. This one was really hard to figure out. Good job, Harry.
Eternal, forever, infinity.
Well done, Harry. Boy, am I lucky that you did the hard part of figuring things out.
Yeah, thanks for that. Word A, word B gives a new word. Okay. Their language works by combining different symbols to create a new one. Ideograms. This is some chance of sonar shit.
John McCormack's Dear Old Pal of Mine? Our favorite song.
Oh, is that why you call each other that? It's a little reference to your favorite song. How nice of you to give me some music while I rack my brain trying to understand this shit. Oh jeez. Transformation, liquid, life, eternal. I'm scared to put this down in writing, lest it make it true. Harry seems sure that there's no cure for my illness. In a vague, unfinished letter, he says my body will keep changing until the end. But what end is Harry talking about? Death? Nah, girl, he's talking about you changing into a fish.
Harry threw a bottle against the wall. Was it because he was frustrated for not deciphering this? Or because of what he discovered when he did?
And this would take me back down, right? What am I trying to solve here? Like the order of these? I guess you start with life, you add the liquid, then you transform into something eternal? This thing I don't understand. What do you mean by rotating the north causes the symbol to change quadrant? What symbol? I don't get it. Okay, wait. If the north is up there, I think I get it. Like, I need to assign each thing to what they are. So, like, I just need to match the mural to, like, what it is, with the north being at the top. Okay, so this shows the water creatures and the water and the god's blood. So the north should be on the right. Wait, no, it should be at the top. Top left is God's blood, bottom left is water animal, which is kind of like the two things you see on there, right? You see the blood and the water animals, I guess. And then this is the transformation. So I need to move the north there so that, like, if this is north, then the top right is transformation, right? And then this shows 3 of them? Or am I just putting them in order? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this is also 3. So this shows eternal life. I guess it shows the water animals. What else? Would it show transformation or God's blood? I don't see any God's blood in there. Don't really see any transformation either. So am I just matching it with, like, the symbols that are present in the mural? Or am I trying to put them in order? This seems too simple. And this is the elevator, right? Yeah, this is just the elevator. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. This is quite cryptic. Or wait, no, I'm trying to make new words, right? That's what he's saying. Am I trying to make new words, or did you create the new words already? Or are these there already? So, okay, so if transformation is this, and then you show me it's at the bottom right, it's already there. I just need the north at the top. It seems it can be that, because that's too simple. Liquid. Yeah, no, they would all be at the top, so it can't be that. What is this? Rotating the north in the wheel causes the symbol to change quadrant. So he's saying, let's say you have this symbol here, like transformation. So let's say it's there, and then you move north there. Then it would be in the top right if you looked at it with the north at the top, right? What about it? But, like, he marked them 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Why? So the thing on the right, this means eternal. This on the left is life. This is liquid. And then the thing at the top and bottom, that's transformation. So eternal transformation, eternal life liquid, God's blood, life liquid, so water animal, and then life eternal. But what am I trying to do? Oh, wait, okay. I think I was overthinking this as usual. So what this is saying, okay, so because each quadrant has like a word made up of multiple symbols, it's saying that transformation, the symbol, this symbol here for transformation is in one, this one, and the star, okay, I think I fucking get it. So liquid, the symbol for liquid is in two of these, right? It's in this one and this one. So this goes north because it's there and there. Okay, I think I get it. This is the symbol for transformation. And it's in only one, the top right. So it has to be there, right? This to make it the top right. The symbol for life is in three of them, these three. So it needs to be south. Right. And this is the symbol for eternal, which is in 3 also. Right. I was way overthinking this. It was actually quite simple. It needs to be like on the right. Wait, no. It needs to be on the left.
This is the right combination.
Jesus, I've just been staring at this shit for like 30 minutes. Jesus. Sometimes I can't tell if I'm smart or like really stupid. I'm like both. Wow. Oh, jeez, I'm like exhausted. Thinking too much.
It appears Harry didn't advance any further.
But then where is he? I can't go any farther. I've tried everything and this shit isn't working. It isn't working! What do I need? I followed the sequence correctly in my hand. I can't get that thing to work. I need to cross the river down there. Or what? Do I need like a little webbed hand? Maybe I'm the only one that can get through. Oh, ooh. Yeah, we're headed to fucking Atlantis or something. But then where is he?
Those are drums of some sort.
Huh? What is this, some kind of Simon Says thing?
I can sing, but I'm awful when it comes to playing music.
Wait. Okay, I need a clue here. In any case, there's no turning back now. I have to go ahead and find him and find the answers to the questions I still have. I mean, I can faintly see the symbols there. You can see liquid there. Okay, yeah, it's the symbols. What about them? Drums?
What is that thing? Is that the outline of a hand?
Yeah.
What is that thing?
Clearly.
Is that the outline of a hand? Nora, you idiot, just follow the sequence.
What sequence? Oh. It's Simon Says.
No, not again.
I missed it. I don't have a great ear for this stuff. Dun, bum. Oh God. Fuck, I forgot.
This technology never ceases to
Oh, did I get
amaze.
it? Oh my God, I thought I messed it up for sure. I really just like winged it at the end there. I thought I messed it up. Okay. Do I have to use my little webbed hand?
Harry said it didn't work for him, so it shouldn't work for me either.
But I'm
Unless
special,
there's
huh?
something different about my hand. Anyway, Nora, you know what you've got to do.
That's chapter 4. Oh man, this was a long one. I've been recording for a very long time. I mean, I'm gonna cut a lot of it in editing, but
My hands.
there's my little webbed
Look
hand.
at my hands. This is definitely not a dream. And I'm starting to doubt the others were dreams too.
I mean, it might still be. Sunken. Well, as cool as this is, I'm going to have to stop here for now. I've been recording for a very long time. We are getting closer and closer to the answers. I think we're going to solve this mystery very soon, but I will have to stop here for now. So, man, this really worked my brain there at the end. It wasn't even that complicated. I just have this knack for like overthinking things every time, but we finally managed to get through. I'm definitely intrigued to see where this is going. I hope you guys are as well. So don't hesitate to leave me a comment to share your thoughts. And until the next time, I had fun playing this. Hope you had fun watching it. And I will see you in the next episode for the conclusion of Call of the Sea. À la prochaine.